Welcome to Fastang 444. I just lost a head-to-head in this area. This is just north of Horizon Street Scene, and an area where the roads are configured in the shape of a dog's head. This trapezoid area right in front of me is the back of the dog's head. And as the game starts, I do not see or hear a drop. So I am going to move over just slightly to the east. There's a road configuration in the shape of an eagle's head, and I've actually had good luck finding drops around here. So I will move to the top of the eagle's head. As the game starts, I hear a drop, and it is right behind me, so I have to wait until the game has actually started, and I will look back to see what is there. And to my surprise, this is a good start actually, a level 5 Ford Focus RS. Good off-road vehicle. Even though it's a road vehicle, the RS, I am happy to have this. And I am within the next arena, so I need to open up the map and have a better understanding of where the final arena will be, the direction of the head-to-head, so I am not engaging in head-to-heads and going the wrong direction. And based off me opening the map, the final arena will be in the east, either the northeast or the southeast. I don't know just yet, but I will take a look at this drop. It's level 3 Audi Quattro, so I will pass. A couple cars behind me on the mini map. Most likely they are engaging in a head-to-head. They look to be in close proximity. They are. The one appeared on the mini map with a line through their dot, so I am going to head away from the progression of the game, I call it, where head-to-heads are leading. Most likely are going to be the direction of the final arena, and I am heading southwest towards Atlantis de Tula, the Pyramid Strip. And this is actually part of my strategy. And using this strategy, I usually can get into 5 or 6 head-to-heads. And I usually, when I get to a level 10, I will stop. Depending on what level 10 I wind up in, if it winds up being in, say, a Funko, and it's going to be in the northwest where I want something that's a little better on the highway, I would take the Lamborghini Centenario, get into that 6th head-to-head. So that's just part of my strategy. Or strategies. There's numerous strategies I use. This one of heading away from the natural progression of the game is one of them. Then the other strategy of what vehicle I would like to be in the final showdown. And going through Atlantis de Tula, sometimes there are drops here. I've actually found level 10 drops here away from everyone. See a drop off in the distance, but that is outside of the next arena, and here's a car behind me chasing me. So I am going to turn around on them, engage in a head-to-head. This winds up being a level 6 Exocet, which is a great off-road vehicle, but it doesn't have as high of a top speed as the level 5 Focus RS. It gets up to its top speed. I think it's around 135 miles per hour. I'm not sure the conversion of kilometers per hour, but the Focus RS I think is, I would say, around 20 miles per hour faster. So you can see I passed them, and I'm trying not to turn too much, just enough to get around any obstructions. Over to the finish. There may be a bump in line of the finish, so I have to watch that. I tap the brakes if I hit a bump so I don't flip or roll. There it is. Okay, I got this. And there is a drop over on the right, so I am going to turn towards it, and I am glad I did. It is a level 7 Porsche Cayenne, so I went from a level 5 to a level 7. Decline and take this drop, and I am going to turn 180 degrees, the direction back to the direction that I just came from, southeast, and go towards the perimeter, away from where all the head-to-heads are going, to the northeast. Yes, it's going to be a final arena in the northeast, arena 4 or 5. Hasn't started to shrink yet. It will shortly. I don't remember seeing these drops, so I'm going to take a glance at them. Just the outside chance it's a high level drop. And I have enough time to turn around and get inside of where the next arena will be. Another 20 seconds until the arena starts to shrink. See any drops over near those greenhouses, but I will go into the pyramid strip here. There's a drop here. 3 focus. There's a drop over on the right near that large pyramid. There is not. So I will continue on the drag strip, the pyramid strip. Go by this slow mini buggy. And just drive around the perimeter. Is there a drop over there? There is. Let's take a quick look at this. As the arena is shrinking. Maserati Levante. That's actually a quick level 5. I think it's about the same speed as this Porsche Cayenne. It may be faster than the Porsche Cayenne, but I would like to get into at least one more head-to-head here, possibly 2, to get into something faster, basically get out of this Porsche Cayenne. This is a slow level 7. The arena wall is chasing me, so I to get over near Horizon street scene. Just inside of the next arena, I will park near these buildings here. Not sure if this is within a drop being next to these buildings. I had good luck doing this, just using some patience. Okay, there is not a drop here. Are 2 drops near Horizon street scene. I'll go take a look at those. 3, level 3. And here's a car right here. And look at that, a gamer tag with 444. Just won a head-to-head. All right, what is this? Let's engage. This is a level 6 Chola. And 444 gets into a Hoonigan Group A. All right, great. And I'm going to slow this down. Watch what happens here. I normally don't look back, but they wound up going into the other lane, and then I'm going to look back again. They go off the road into the cloverleaf there. So I'm not sure what happened, but I'm actually laughing after I saw that, and then almost instantly they rage quit, which I don't think you should do. You're just helping the field level up quicker. But I will take it, and I am in the Nissan GTR. This has near level 10 speeds, so I actually could use this in the final showdown. If I time my exit well from the final arena on the highway heading west. And gamertag 444 just got into a Brocky. So let's follow along with my fellow 444 brother. It's rare that I see 444 in a gamer tag. And the reasoning for me having my gamer tag Fastang 444 is, oh, okay, let's take a sidebar here. Remember SZ Zeb. So my gamer tag is I owned a fast Mustang that had 444 horsepower, and my brother just was eliminated. So that gamer tag took the Brocky. So I need to win the final showdown and avenge for my 444 brother. That's my plan. Now that I know that there is a Brocky in this game, I have to use some caution that I don't engage in a head-to-head with them and lose right before the final showdown. So I am going to just hang out around the perimeter. I'm tempted to look at those drops over there, but I don't want to, and possibly run across someone that is sniping cars just parked near those head-to-heads. That's a tactic some people will use. And that Brocky that took out 444 is engaging in head-to-heads, and I call that an unnecessary risk. You're already in at level 10. Unless they wanted to get into, what is it, I think the Lamborghini Centenario, if they don't take it, it doesn't pop up, and here's someone right here. I just missed them. That is that Brocky. So they are going around trying to engage in head-to-heads, taking an unnecessary risk is what I call that. They didn't want the Lamborghini Centenario, they stayed in the Brocky. And I am going to try and get away from them. And that SC Zev got into a Funko. So I'm going away from the direction a head-to-head leads, and I'm going to get on the other side of the traffic circle on the road and start heading the direction of a head-to-head. Engage in a head-to-head with this Brocky. They were skidding sideways, so they were going to take a moment to get their momentum heading this direction. I actually like my chances in beating them. Okay, you would think you would stay on this road. That would be the quickest route to this finish, but it's not. There's another road that kind of parallels this. There's a gap right between the trees here. Over to the left, watch out for these buildings, and I need to get on this road. There are some buildings right there on the right to avoid. They're coming on really quick, but I need to focus on getting through these trees and don't hit a single tree. Really focus here. And I got it. I beat them. I avenged for taking out my 444 brother. You're out, and you took an unnecessary risk. You deserved that. Could have made the final showdown and possibly won, but you wanted to try and get into many head-to-heads, and It turned around and you lost. Okay, so I can get in position for the final showdown. This is a 3-car final showdown. Over on the right here on this triangular shaped intersection is normally where I leave. I want to see what this car is. They are heading south. They plan on trying to influence or manipulate the finish down the coastline south, and I thought about going that direction with them, but I actually have lost a head-to-head or a final showdown doing that, and I'll pause this here. So 17 seconds until the final showdown. This is the point I like to leave from normally. Final arena 5. Range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I need to leave now. I'm going to be late at 17 seconds on my exit. Here's that Funko that I mentioned. Remember, SZ Zev. And we are both going to be late on our exit here. And the finish pops up. It's over towards Guanajuato. They wound up running into those buildings. I knew to go beyond them before I turned. I have done the same thing before. So past experiences tells me not to do that. So I will go over towards this road that is on the low side of that hill that is over here. I'm not going to open up the map. I'm compelled to do it, but when you open up the map, you lose momentum and can possibly spin out. So I am not going to do that. They are coming on quick. And the Brockies bouncing around in these hills. They're on the road, so they should come close to catching me. And this is the point I need to decide. Is it in the city? Or is it outside of the city? And it looks like it's in the city. So I need to go into the city here. I thought about going north of the city, but I could see the blue highlighted on this road here. I need to slow down for this turn. The second left. Over to the finish. They wound up making a fatal error of going north of the city. And it's a split-second decision, most likely they made like I made. So what a great win in this Brocky that I took. I avenged for my 444 brother. I like to pause the split second that it shows the other gamer tags that were in the final showdown.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos, and if you do, I'm trying to grow my channel, so please subscribe. Hit that button on the bottom right. It doesn't cost anything, and you would be helping me out, so thank you.